Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. I wanted to make this video to showcase some of the teams that I used in this past TW. I had to come up with some unconventional counter teams that I don't normally use. So, first one up, I had to fight a Bastila team, and my own Bastila was on defense, along with, Qi'ra, which I normally use. We couldn't use her because she was banned. Revan was banned. So I tried this EP lead team with the bonus potency that his leader ability gives. And then I had Sith Marauder in there, and he gives bonus potency to the whole team. It's like a potency up, and you can see it there. That helps the debuff stick and get through Bastila's leadership. So this team actually worked out quite nice. What I tried to do was fracture Yoda, keep him out of commission. He's the one that's going to be the most annoying, spreading his buffs around, and he does a ton of damage. So, kept him fractured, worked on him first. Now that he's gone, focus on Ezra because he hits the next hardest. He's also fairly weak, HP wise. So, focus on him next, try to get him out. He's gone. Now it's just a matter of taking out Bastila and Old Ben, and then, Hermit Yoda will retreat himself. So focus on her, try to keep her out of commission. You can see Old Ben's love taps really don't do much, so I'm not really worried about him, other than trying to spread the shock around a little bit so he doesn't end up taunting when I don't want him to. But with EP, and then also having that dark side Bastilla in there, she helped with the stuns and helped spread the shock around. So it was really nice having her there. Of course, Scion was good because of that mass debuff that he can do. So this team worked out really well. You can see here, it doesn't take much time at all. So done with that one, 20 banners. The next team I had to fight was a bounty hunter team, Bossk lead. Not sure if this one had both Zetas on him. Ended up fighting a lot of Bastila and Bossk leads. So you'll see a couple more, I think another of each in here. This is one of my favorite teams to use is First Order with Crew and with Executioner. Now we couldn't use First Order Officer because he was banned. And First Order Stormtrooper, who I normally have in there, was also banned. So I had in there the TIE Pilot and then Phasma. And that was an okay substitute. Phasma has that ability that will give everybody turn meter. So that helps out a lot. The Pilot, I'm not really used to using him. I think I leveled him up for ships. And that was about it. So I know he's really weak, and in this footage, his mods are not the best. So he's really just squishy. He's just in there because he was the only other First Order I could use. If you've seen my other videos, you'll see that I normally use Crew with First Order Officer, First Order Stormtrooper, Executioner, and Kylo, and it slices through this team like nothing. That's the lineup I prefer to use. But this one does okay too. You're not worried about full health, full protection, none of that for territory wars. So it's just a matter of kill them before they kill you. And this team does a pretty decent job of that. You can see the First Order TIE Pilot died already. But the rest of this team's going strong. They're not going to go anywhere. So that's pretty much the end of this team. Look at that. Boba's gone. Bossk, he hasn't barely got to go. Keep him stunned with Crew's special move, and he gets taken out of the equation. So unless he's super fast or has a ton of tenacity, this team is definitely my preferred counter. because you can constantly just keep him stunned and go to work on him, and there's nothing the enemy can do. Once they start loading him up with tenacity, maybe it'll be a different story. We'll see. Alright, the next Bossk team that I faced, I used my Imperial troopers, what was left of them. Normally they're a pretty good team as long as your Stark can outspeed Bossk. In this scenario, we don't have Stark because he was voted on by the community to be banned. So they tell us. So I used the Imperial troopers that I had left. You can see I have range in there and magma, snow, storm is my tank, all under a Veer's lead. They work okay. I think this team was a little on the slower side, so it worked out. As long as you can get the buffs going up and start the turn meter train from killing the weakest enemy, it's not much of an issue. So just start dogpiling the weakest one to fuel your turn meter. Keep going, dropping them one by one. Bossk is the last one standing. Start dogpiling him. Game over. Next up, another Bossk team. This was, I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. I had a Zaul team. We didn't end up putting it on defense. My guild just kind of phoned it in for this TW, and we let everybody do what they pleased and work on whatever teams they wanted, because there was no way we were going to spend extra hours strategizing this mess of a territory war. So, used a Zaul lead, threw IPD in there, just in case I needed to blow something up. It wasn't too bad, but again, this is the first time I've really messed around like that. They used B2 instead of Dengar, because Dengar was banned. So that could have been it. Maybe a G12 Dengar would have made a difference. I don't know. But everybody's using what they had and just, kind of grasping at straws and seeing what worked. Luckily, we don't have to go do this again. So you can see it tears through this team pretty well. Gets the job done. I'm satisfied with it. It let me use my Zaul squad, so good enough. And Boba's about to be dead. There he goes. Done with that one. Another interesting team I tried. Okay, they had Night Sisters on defense, and I had Qi'ra and some Scoundrels left. Now, we couldn't use Nest, who's normally in my Scoundrels team, and I put that on defense. Well, I don't have mission ready yet, so I didn't set that team on defense. I didn't feel like I had a strong attacker, damage dealer. So I had Qi'ra and Scoundrels just sitting around. I used Qi'ra, L3, Zalbar, Vandor, Chewy, and threw Han in there, CHS. And I figured I'd try it against the Night Sisters because there's enough healing in there that it should be okay. And it seemed like it worked out pretty well. Now, granted, they don't have Zombie to mess things up with the taunt, and Asajj isn't there to just kill everything. So with the healing that the squad had and the Night Sisters that they had left over to choose from, it seemed like a pretty good match for my side. I was confident that I could win, and I do. I just wasn't used to playing this on offense. But it's just a matter of going through, taking them out one by one. You see, focus on Daka there. Get her gone so that way she can't revive. I hate MT's leader ability where they come back alive temporarily and try to kill you. It's so annoying. I just have no love for Night Sisters. I know some people like them, but they're not my thing. I don't like the mechanics. I don't like using them. I don't like playing against them. But you can see here, focus on them one by one. Got MT left, Acolytes over there under stealth, but you can get her out of it. My squad's not going anywhere. They almost have full health, full protection. So it's just a matter of finishing this one off. And there goes MT. And here goes Acolyte. Some of these I had to figure out what the moves did, so that's why it took so long. But yeah, there goes Acolyte. 20 banners on my end. And then the last team we have is I had Resistance left over, the Finn squad. And so I used Finn with Poe, Resistance Trooper, Stick Ray, and Resistance Pilot to see if I could take out a weakish CLS squad with Chewy. And I really just wanted to see how it worked. It kind of didn't matter if I lost or not. I just wanted to see what would happen. So, like I said, this was a weakish squad. I can't remember the gear levels and everything, but focus on Chewy. Get him out, obviously, so he won't assist on every single attack. You can see it didn't go perfectly because they kept going in between the moves when I could land exposes and such. Okay, here everybody's stealth with CLS, so trying to work on him. At this point, I'm praying he doesn't just go crazy and slaughter my whole team. Because I know my resistance are pretty weak as they are. I was just hoping to squeak out some kind of a win. But once he got out of the way, it was pretty easy for the rest of the team to go down. Really just had to worry about R2 counterattacking and stunning, you know. So I had to work on him, but I was hoping I would get enough exposes to make that happen. And then Rey with her special knocks him out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a like and subscribe.